Girls flag football.
Girls flag football. Girls flag football.
What's going on, ladies, gentlemen, boys, and girls of all ages? Welcome back to another episode of the Main Thing Podcast Presents. We got part 2 of the PSFCA Big 33 Girls Flag Football Championship game between the Eagles and the Steelers. As I promised y'all, I will deliver y'all part 2. Y'all thought I was bluffing, but I'm a man of my word. I got y'all covered 24/7 like y'all favorite Wawa location. But right now, like I said, it's halftime. Hey, I don't want to hold y'all up too much longer. Y'all already been patient enough for this video. So what I'm going to do is get into it. But before I get into it, we got to hit the what anyway said. Man, let's get active, bro. Let's get into it. So we got 15 seconds left in halftime. So as we all
with Ron Johnson, I'm
at halftime,
we'll get
you want to make your adjustments and make your corrections with your game plan going into the second half.
Scoreboard, so
and
we're about to get underway.
you get
Second half
hydrated with your
of
water.
Championship
Also, you get your
brought to you
orange
by
slices. Oh my gosh. Orange slices at youth football games when I used to play youth football were undefeated. Orange slices were legendary. Matter of fact, shout out to all the team moms that are associated with football teams. Shout out to the team moms because y'all play a special role on our team. But man, boy, oh boy, them orange slices, man, they change lives. They'll get you ready for that next half. But y'all know we got the 24-minute running clock for the second half. Eagles 6, Steelers 0 in the PSFCA Big 33 Girls Flag Football Championship. Let me stop holding us back. Let's be great together.
Shortly by my partner, Derek Moore.
Hey, Derek, you got to get back to the booth, man. It's time to call this Girls Flag Football. So if my memory serves me correctly, I believe that the Eagles got the ball, started the game with the football in the first half. So the Steelers will be on offense coming out in the second half. I think with the game plan with the Steelers offense, because both offenses were kind of stagnant in the first half for the most part. Shout out to both defenses for staying strong and reading their keys and watching film and understanding the concepts and principles that the offenses were trying
Pittsburgh
to run.
will start with the ball in the second half.
What I feel that the Pittsburgh offense needs to do is be more balanced, run the football to open up the pass game. I feel that they called too many pass plays and they were pass heavy in the first half, which kind of hindered them and made them stall out. But we'll see. I got them running
starting first and
a handoff to open up the second half. So we have Shea as the Steelers quarterback.
The 24-yard line.
First and 6. Handoff. Yep.
It's a handoff, but it's dropped. And a dead ball. As Pittsburgh,
that handoff has to be secured. They have to work on that handoff.
Continue into the second
and
half.
put the ball on the ground.
Back, Derek, I hope the walk wasn't too bad. Up from the stairs.
And remember, everybody. Matter of fact, let me stop this real quick. I don't want to keep pausing too much in a video because I know that y'all want to see the content. But let me pause. When I critique and talk about football, it's no harassment, it's no bullying, it's no belittling. I'm trying to give knowledge and give game because I played youth football. Obviously, I played high school football, and then I played D1 college football and been around a lot of great athletes and a lot of great coaches, and have learned this game at a very high level. So when I'm on here and doing my reactions, and we're doing our reactions on our channel, we fully support girls flag football. We're going to make that loud and clear right now. As well, we're pushing for this movement. We want to share the spotlight, and shed the spotlight on girls flag football, and pioneer this movement. I know that it's something that's new and up and coming, but everything that is great takes time. So we have to be patient with it. But again, it's no bullying or harassing on our part here at the Main Thing Podcast Presents. We're just giving our honest and genuine and authentic critique of the game, and it's constructive criticism, because we want everybody to be great at what they do. And if these girls do choose to continue to play football, they're going to have to be knowledgeable and understand the small details and nuances that go on in the game. So I just want to make that clear, that I'm just giving constructive criticism to the girls. Mr. Owens supports, Mr. Owens and Big Huss support girls flag football, women's flag football, women in football, women in sports, but specifically in football. But let's get back to it.
And Derek, so far in this game, Pittsburgh has really struggled offensively. They've picked up a couple first downs, but unlike Philadelphia, who
another thing they got to do is stop shooting themselves. Both teams have to stop shooting themselves in the foot in terms of penalties.
Is there anything that they should
quick game hitch?
There's a
good move.
Strike there for a
okay.
first
I like
down,
that.
or a third
good
down.
agility right there.
A lot of like the penalties calling right now for Pittsburgh. We saw them get the ball around the 30-yard line on one of their second drive of the game, and after that, just multiple 3 and outs, and haven't been able to put together that one.
So we got 3rd and 6 coming up. 23 minutes in the second half.
As Derek mentioned, they've shot themselves in the foot a lot so far in this game. They had a long touchdown run brought back because of a penalty. But
I think they should run quick game. The corners are playing.
There's a snap on 3rd down. Feels the pressure, escapes to her left.
She out.
She needs
Okay.
to the 30 for the first down, and I don't think she got there.
Okay.
The ref calls
I
it
like
first
Shay.
down.
She's
So
very, very
by Shea Brown
mobile and
using her legs.
agile. She reads like she understands that the Eagles' defense is bringing pressure,
picking up
trying to get her off her spot. Again, shout out to the Big 33 girls flag football and the D11 Sports for the upload with this content. Shout out to everyone involved in the movement for girls flag football.
Shea Brown takes a snap. Evades to her left. Once again, she's going to take off again. She has a big gain up the middle of the field, past the 50.
The one thing I like about Shea is
Shea Brown making it
the
work.
Pittsburgh quarterback, the Steelers quarterback, is
and
when she sees that they're putting pressure on her and her receivers aren't uncovered yet and aren't free yet, she decides to tuck it and get out of harm's way and pick up positive yardage.
Up in the pocket and able to take it up.
She always picks up at least 5 or 6 yards. That was a nice run.
Receivers, but using her legs has picked up now 2 consecutive first downs for Pittsburgh.
Sure game. She's going to go top.
Deep. She has her receiver there, but just overthrown.
That's great coverage by the Eagles.
And another incomplete pass. And Pittsburgh, credit to them, they're trying to be aggressive with these deep balls.
With Shea with the deep ball, again, she has the arm strength to get it down there. It's the accuracy
21 minutes
and the timing.
Second half.
Because that's the reason when you're running a deep pass, you're supposed to keep room towards the sideline over here where I have my cursor. You're supposed to keep room over here. So the quarterback's supposed to throw you to the sideline, to throw you open. But you see Shea, when she threw it deep, she kind of threw it inward.
For another first down. More pressure from Philadelphia. There's a strike and a complete
Good
pass.
Play.
Out near the 45.
She's shifty.
A broken tackle. And another juke, and she's finally brought down. A fantastic gain for Pittsburgh as they have it right outside
like the little
and now the Steelers starting to move the ball with
turn your hits real quick.
Force. You look at the replay.
Come back.
A nice
Got
catch. And a beautiful move to get by that flag.
She's about to get
not
busy.
able to go all the way, but
yeah, like I said, Shea threw it kind of inward, which led the receiver to the towards the DB. So the receiver couldn't really make that play.
Steelers needed.
Steelers in
run.
the red zone for the first
Great
time.
defense.
A fantastic tackle as Shea Brown was trying to take off once again.
I see that the Eagles
And we
defense
saw right there a
again
bit of an adjustment for
continues to bring
Philadelphia. Instead of
pressure
sending a
on
blitzer,
Shea.
they sent a
They
fake
want
blitz.
to
She was
get
very
her
patient.
off her
She read
spot
Shea
in the
Brown's body,
pocket and
was
get
able to
her
make a great
moving.
tackle before Shea was able to
I think they'll take their
break it out
chances with
towards
Shea
the
running the
end zone.
football rather than Shea being able to
9
run the
yards
football and be able to
until
be
the end
cool
zone.
under pressure and completing those passes.
Second down for Pittsburgh, 2nd and goal. Shea Brown takes the snap. Delayed pressure from Philadelphia. Shea Brown breaks away again.
Oh.
Loses her
You can't stop
tackler,
on a
and
play
she's into the end
through the
zone.
whistle.
It's
You
a
gotta play through the
Steelers
whistle.
touchdown. They tie the game at 6.
Everybody sees their teammate, the
Shea
one
Brown
teammate going over to the ball
using
carrier,
her
trying to make the
elusiveness
play, and they stop
to
and they
get
start
towards the end
slowing up
zone, and now a
jogging.
respot. Might
and
be
just
short of the end
looking.
zone, but for the moment, it's called a touchdown.
You got to continue through the play. Here we go
Shea
again.
Brown felt the
Pressure up the
roll out
middle,
to her
delay
left,
pressure. See,
just
the one, everybody
juked by
stops.
her defender to get into the end zone, but
That's a
I
teaching
believe
moment, though.
they're
That's a
calling
teaching
it
lesson.
back. Yes, they will.
We don't know
It's now
what
3rd
level
down and goal
people
from
are
the
at.
2-yard
We don't know
line.
if this is the first year playing, 4th, 5th year playing. We don't know, but it's always a teaching moment.
3rd and goal on the 1-yard line for Pittsburgh.
So they did stop her short of the goal
Pittsburgh
line.
has 2 downs to play with here. 2nd down, or 3rd down, excuse me.
So they're on the 1-yard line.
Out of the end zone.
On the Eagles'
So
1-yard line. Here we
Brown,
go again with Shea running straight up the middle. That's clockwork.
And she's in.
That's clockwork. That's light work for her.
And it's a touchdown for Shea Brown.
One of the Philadelphia defenders.
That's light work for her.
As well, that she pulled the flag.
And the touchdown will stand.
So we got it tied up 6-6 in the Big 33 girls flag football game. They're going for a 1-point conversion.
A design QB run and maybe a case to be made, as that flag was clearly not in the end zone, but a touchdown called nonetheless. Pittsburgh tying it up at 6-6. They have a 1-point play here, trying to take the lead.
So they're going for the 1-point conversion. Let me rewind that a little bit. They're going for the 1-point conversion. As you all notice, the ball is on the 5-yard line in girls flag football. The 10-yard line starts the goal line, the end zone, and then the front, the beginning of the goal line on a regular football field is the back of the end zone. So in girls flag football, when they go for a 1-point conversion, they get it from the 5. They try to get it from the 5-yard line, as you see here on the screen. But when they go for a 2-point conversion, they have to do it from the 10-yard line. So that's just some little knowledge and some nuggets to know about girls flag football. This up and coming sport.
1-point play here, trying to take the lead. Brown, a snap, a throw, it's
quick slant.
And there's the conversion and the lead for
From
Pittsburgh.
the slot. I like that quick slant.
They're now up 7-6 with 17 minutes to go. And Derek, how crucial was that drive for Pittsburgh?
Very crucial, and very crucial to get the one as well.
I like that route.
Especially the way this Steelers defense has been playing. They've been playing.
I like that route. Hold on, let me go back for y'all real quick.
Was 17 minutes up 6. They have a 1-point play here.
So watch out. So we have the young lady right here in the slot. So this is trips left. 3 receivers to the left. 2 receivers stacked at the bottom of the screen to the right. So you had your inside receiver here. She has to win and stem and stack this corner. Get on the inside, but get to the inside on this slant and win that route before she comes down and be able to make the play on that. But
and to take the
see,
lead.
So here, you see how she came down from here. She opened up her hips a little too much. You have to stay square. She opened up her hips too much. Now with her coming downhill, that frees up. You just replace. So she's going to replace here. She's coming down here. And now Shay's just going to see right over top of here and fit it right in there.
Brown, a snap, a throw, it's caught, and there's the conversion and
Great
the lead
play.
for
Great play.
Pittsburgh.
Great play.
They're now
Great
up
route.
7-6
Great throw.
with 17 minutes to go. And Derek, how crucial was that drive for Pittsburgh?
Very crucial, and very crucial to get the one as well. Especially the way this Steelers defense has been
The way
playing.
how
They've been
this
playing
game
very
is setting
well.
up is
Only
going to
one
be an
bad-
epic
both the
finish.
defenses have been playing well,
7-6
only really
Steelers
giving up one
over the
good
Eagles
offensive
in the
drive
Big
each
33 Girls
each
Flag
offense,
Football
so
Championships of
every
the
last point, especially that one point
PSFCA.
conversion column that we saw. Very
Shout out to
critical.
Riddell. I
And
know
how
they're
much
heavily
pressure is now
involved,
on
not
Philadelphia to
only
respond as they now trail.
in
All the pressure
boys
on
and men's
Philadelphia right
football,
now.
but getting heavily involved with girls football as
Snap in
well.
the backfield.
Okay, here go Maya. She get up around the corner.
Loses one, runs
She
into
got
a
she's
wall
quick
and is
twitch.
tackled at the
I like her.
35.
She's quick twitch.
A short gain
Shay,
for
the
first
quarterback for
down
the Steelers, is more fast, long
for
speed.
Philadelphia.
I think that Maya, the Eagles quarterback, is more
16,
quick twitch and can get you
3.
in short space and short yardage.
Need to get to the 40 for the first down. First and 17.
So we got first and
Johnson takes a
17
snap,
from the 23-yard line.
looks to throw,
Quick out.
and then
Oh, she got there a little
barely
early.
caught, but
Yeah,
a
I was going to
flag
say she
there.
definitely got there
And it's
early.
going to be on Pittsburgh once again.
She made contact early to the
Defender got
receiver.
there early.
That's
The
gonna be
flag
pass
immediately
interference.
coming out. And now a player down for Philadelphia.
Come on. Come on. Get up, get up, get up. I don't think it's nothing serious. I think that just because the defender got there early and hit her in her lower back with the illegal contact, I think the wind got knocked out of her. She should be fine. Hopefully she gets up. And we still have the running clock here at 15:23. That's something that I would want to question with the girls' flag football rules. Is to stop the clock at least on injury timeouts. I mean, do an injury timeout when somebody goes down. But I think that why they have the running clock is to accelerate the game and teach up tempo.
And sorry for the sudden pause there. Someone had slammed the door and it shook the entire booth. So we didn't know what was going on. We were nervous for a minute, but it ended up being okay as we wait for play to start back up here.
Pardon me while I get my little water real quick. Water. Guys, stay hydrated.
First and 9 for Philadelphia as they look to respond.
First and 9.
Shane
RPO down the middle of the field.
As that pass over the middle.
That throw was a little
deflected
bit high and a little bit behind, but great read on Maya's part. I see the Eagles are trying to push the ball down the field, but they're keeping a balance on offense, which I like.
They've swapped out their QBs almost every single drive. It hasn't been the same.
One thing, if y'all notice, look, real quick, if y'all notice, you see how the ball is on the 31-yard line. So you don't have to be a math major or to be great with arithmetics and counting. But from the 31-yard line, but I'll break it down for you real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You have your corners playing 10 yards off. This is all day for hitches. You can run quick outs. You can run slants. The quick game, you can legitimately get off on defenses, especially when the secondary is playing deep. Usually you play 1-by-7, playing corner, being 1 yard inside of the receiver and then 7 yards off of the receiver. But this coach has them playing 10 yards off. If I was the Eagles coach, I'm going to continue to run quick game, short, intermediate passes until the defenders come up and play closer. Because then once you suck them up, that's when you can start to take the deep shots and run your play action and run your deep passes, but then also keep it balanced with the run game. But right now, a great defensive battle between these two teams, the Steelers and the Eagles, and the girls' Big 33 Flag Football Championships. But let's see what's going on.
Yet for the Eagles. Johnson takes a snap, looks for a quick
Quick
throw,
game.
middle field,
Quick
looks
game.
perfectly over the defender.
Ooh.
She's still on her feet.
She did a
And
little step
finally
behind. She
tackled
did a little
past the
salsa
40,
move,
flag
little
down.
salsa dance. She Victor Cruz them real quick. Let me sauce
fantastic
on her.
throw by Maya Johnson, just over the hand of the Pittsburgh defender, right into the breadbasket of her receiver.
$14:58 left in the second half. We got 7-6 Steelers over Eagles.
Here.
Seems like the call is going to be on the Eagles.
Game as a penalty here could nullify a potential first down for the Eagles.
It's either going to be a legal motion or a legal use of hands because when you're, yeah.
And a penalty against Philadelphia, so
that penalty is going to back them up.
Is nullified.
Again, like I said, you cannot keep shooting yourselves in the foot.
Shooting themselves
both teams.
Both teams. Mistake by Philadelphia, losing a first down.
More so, the Eagles are being more disciplined in this game, even though they're down 1 point.
15 minutes to go here in the half.
They have to continue sustaining drives. Got a motion.
Some time. As Pittsburgh now sending
run, just take off.
Johnson has a lane for the first down, and she gets it.
I like both quarterbacks' decision making.
A beautiful read by Maya Johnson, and she picks up a Philadelphia first.
They're both trying to will their team to win.
And Philadelphia marching down the field. And these methodical drives have not come very often.
She got the yards back that they lost on a penalty.
These offenses have looked a lot better, Derek.
A lot more in rhythm, too. And you just see with time winding down, too, Colin.
Running.
A little bit more urgency.
Little RPO. Okay,
left,
5-6 yard gain.
A couple tackles and another flag thrown after a modest gain.
That flag has to be on Steelers. Down. Everybody was set on the Eagles offense.
Here. Lots of flags flying here in this second half.
Yeah.
Against the Steelers, so a first down for Philadelphia.
See, now the penalties balanced each other out. But the Steelers more so are shooting themselves in the foot with receiving the penalties.
Setting up at the 22, 1st and 2, so only 2 yards for the first.
So 22.
Snap. Johnson looks
great
short
read to the
caught.
That's a first down.
And there's a first down for Philadelphia. She gets
great read, getting the ball out of her hands quickly.
And the Eagles continue to march as they now set themselves up first and
as I always mention, you gotta take what the defense gives you. That's all the Eagles been doing today is taking what the Steelers defense has been giving them. But
all the pressures
nonetheless, both defenses have been playing a stellar game.
Right now.
Shout out to girls flag football's future.
The Steelers defense can't stand strong.
And Philadelphia, they had that one bad penalty, but they kind of got – and then Pittsburgh gave them a first down, gave them actually 2 first downs in this drive. So a little bit of help, but a great drive nonetheless so far for the Eagles. As Johnson –
she got somebody in the back of the end zone.
Looks towards the end zone to throw. It's just over the reach of her receiver and out of the back of the end zone. An incomplete pass on first down makes it 2nd and goal.
I like how she kept her eyes down the field and saw her receivers freed up. Towards the end of the play.
Clock, this might be one of the last times they get the ball, especially at this part of the field. So executing here is
the way how the Eagles been sustaining on this drive. I don't see why, if they're smart with the football, they take care of the football. I don't see why they can't take this lead on this drive.
2nd and goal. Johnson.
They're at the 19-yard line.
Sets motion.
I'll try to get the
right. A throw in the middle of the field. It's caught. And a big gain inside the 10 and sets it up 3rd and manageable. Again, at this close part of the field, they
try to run an RPO and get the motion coming behind to get the defense off balance and focused on all the window dressing. That's what it's called when it's a lot of motion on offense and tricky designs with the offensive scheme. But I like the fact that Maya continues to use the middle of the field. That's the easiest path to connect in football and for a quarterback, right in the middle.
Johnson takes a snap.
She's going underneath, Maya.
Evades pressure to her left, looking for a throw towards the end zone, and it's caught! It's a Philadelphia touchdown.
Oh,
they
man.
Take the lead
keeping the play alive, keeping your eyes downfield. The receiver doing their part, freeing up and making a catch.
Johnson,
we have the Eagles 12-7 over the Steelers in the Big 33 Flags football game. Here's
Philadelphia.
The replay for you all.
Beautiful throw.
Look how I just like how she was under pressure, rolled out, kept her eyes down the field, receiver freed up. There we go.
And Philadelphia, we talked about pressure, and they just made a diamond from it as they methodically march down the field, score a touchdown, take the lead,
That's
a
the
chance to
difference.
convert
That's
and
the
add
difference.
on to
Real
this
quick,
lead. And now
before they go for the 2-point conversion, that's the difference. Now the Steelers offense, when the Eagles defense gets pressure on the Steelers quarterback Shea can run the football, but they don't have no pass game because they weren't setting it up with the run game. So now when you flip over to the Eagles offensive side of the ball and the Steelers try to apply pressure, not only is Maya being able to escape the pocket and gain positive yardage and positive gains on the Steelers defense, she's also being able to make the smart decision and get the ball out of her hands quickly and connect on the short and intermediate games. Y'all saw how methodically the Eagles offense went downfield, but I'm impressed with this Eagles team. It's a reason why they won the PSFCA Big 33 Girls Flag Football Championships last year. They're on here to try to repeat and defend their title, but I see why. They're very disciplined. They're very balanced. They're definitely a solid team, but the Steelers team is very, very good as well. I love their defense, but I put it on the coaching staff. The coaching staff has to call a better game plan. They have to call a better game plan. But let me not keep rapping for y'all. Let's get back into it. They're going for the 2-point here.
There's a snap to Johnson.
Take RPO, roll out, get outside the pocket. You got one right to the right in the corner.
Throw off, and it's knocked away and incomplete. A great play by the Pittsburgh
I thought she was
defender.
about to snag that thing. She looked like she was about to Randy Moss
And a
to
flag
John
on
in
the
the
play,
corner.
so Philadelphia gets a second chance here. Penalty is declined, and
Sam,
I ain't gonna be biased.
touchdown
I
catch.
ain't gonna be biased. But y'all hear that
no
fight
good.
song in the
So
background?
Philadelphia leading 12-7. They haven't converted on either of their touchdown drives, but the lead at this point of the game is crucial as Pittsburgh won't even get a snap off until under the 9-minute mark
EAGL
here as the clock continues
Eagles.
to run.
Urgency for Pittsburgh on this offensive
But
drive.
yeah, I'm gonna keep my
Last time they
bias
touched the
out.
ball
I'm
this game,
not
Derek.
going to
But you can't.
do everything
You gotta
Eagles.
think
Like I said,
Brennan
I want a
could
great game
come
here.
back
We
and
got
hurt
Shea
Philadelphia
on
as well.
offense. Here we
Shea
go.
Avoiding
They try to do
the
a delayed.
pressure. And a beautiful
pressure.
tackle.
That was a great tackle.
And a
Great
fantastic
tackle.
stop by
Leaving her feet.
Philadelphia to contain
Sacrificing,
Shea Brown as Shea was trying to create
going
some
out in the
more magic.
championship game. That's what you like to see. The effort was
Second down
key.
now for Pittsburgh. They need
The
to
effort
get to
was
20
key.
for the first. 2nd and 4.
So we got 2nd and 4 from the 16-yard line. 8 minutes and 25, 4 seconds left in the second half.
You gotta still be.
You got to run quick game right now.
Here's a quick
There we
throw
go.
by Shea
What I
Brown.
tell
First
y'all,
down for Pittsburgh.
and that's
Cutting
been
back
her.
towards the
That's been
30,
her go-to
or the
receiver.
25, excuse
She's
me,
been her
finally
go-to
tackled
receiver.
after the Steelers' first
Not
down.
only in the
The nice
game,
thing about
but
just being
this second
cool,
half,
Con,
she's been
one
making
first down
plays.
just calms a little bit of the nerves.
But as I said, run quick game.
Absolutely.
You have to have a balance on offense.
They need to remind themselves they got to this game for a reason. They
Again,
can
so now y'all
execute in
look,
these
check this out.
situations, and right there, they
We're
pick up a
on
huge
the
first down with
27-yard
under 8 to
line,
go here in the game.
right? 30, 31, 32, 33. She's at the 33.
Pittsburgh runs a lot of
That's
empty
about,
sets.
what, 6 yards?
2 to her right, 3 to her left.
My bad, 5 yards, y'all.
Pump fake throw. It's caught at the sideline.
That's another one.
Gets
Look,
past
getting up the
one
sideline.
defender.
Gee,
Still
she's
on her
trying-
feet. And finally tackled
I like
at the
her.
30,
I
but
like
a
her. I
flag
like her.
down.
She's a big body
And it's gonna be
receiver,
on
possession
Pittsburgh.
receiver, can make moves, agile enough to
And
get the
another
yak
self-inflicted
after the
wound
catch.
as they kill another
That
big
was a
play.
penalty. See, there we go.
I
The
believe it's
Steelers
gonna
keep
be
shooting
illegal
themselves in the
hands.
foot continuously.
So in flag football, you're not allowed to swat people's hands away when they're trying to go for your flag, and I believe that's the call that they make. Yep, they're pushing the ball all the way back
So
to
she
25.
swatted the
that
defender's
entire
hands away
Huge
while
play
running the
for
route, trying to
Pittsburgh
make the
erased.
catch.
Now
Well,
under
she
7
made the
minutes
catch,
to
but
go.
you can't swat.
So now a little bit of urgency from the
Oh, that's
Steelers as
okay.
they have it 2nd and 15 as they need to get to the
So now we got
40-yard
that
line
2nd
for
and
the first.
15 from the 25.
40-yard line is the halfway mark. Reminder, this is an 80-yard field.
She's going up
Jay
top.
Brown looks to air it out towards the
Oh, that
left side of
defender's
the
imperfect.
field, and it
You
just
see how the
falls
ball.
incomplete.
So real quick,
The
y'all.
field and reminder,
it
this is an
back.
80-yard field. Jay Brown looks to air.
My bad, messing it
40-yard
up for
line is the
y'all.
halfway
man.
mark. Reminder,
So
this is an 8.
Shay is in the pocket. Here she goes. She's looking for her receiver right here.
80-yard
But y'all
field.
see when she throws it, she has the strength, as I mentioned before. She still has a receiver running right here.
Jay Brown looks to.
Y'all see, okay, here's the markers. The receiver should have been more inside to give Shay room to throw the football. But you see how the defender already has a step on this receiver. So if Shay overthrows it, that's an easy play for the defender to make. But then also you're throwing the ball inside here, which is making it harder for the receiver to make a play because the corner already has inside leverage on your receiver. So you got to try to throw it towards the sideline, but the receiver has to help out the quarterback by giving her some space to throw. But that's, again, that's practice, that's repetitions, that's something that they can grow. But here we go, and y'all see.
Air it out.
So you see now the ball's here. The receiver was running down the numbers. Now the ball is in here closer to the hash marks, where the receiver should have been here, and the ball should have been reversed. The receiver should have been where the ball is coming, and then the ball should be where the receiver was at on the numbers. But y'all see how the ball's going to come.
Towards the left side of the
And
field,
play
and
being
it
made.
just falls incomplete. And now third down. Clock still going.
So we got third down and 15. Remember, y'all, they had the illegal hands swatting the hands down on the Steelers offense, causing them to back up the football.
Obviously, this is going to be most likely.
You got to run a smart play on third down.
But I would have tried to make
you gotta keep it fourth and manageable. If you don't get it on third down, get the first down. On third down, you have to have fourth and manageable. It got to be like a 4th and 5, 4th and 6. You can't have like 4th and 15. That's not going to be a good look.
And they go for a quick throw.
So they go for the quick throw, but they throw it. I see what they were trying to do. They were trying to get the ball out quick and get as many yards as possible that they could.
Thinking that they
but you can't throw double coverage on that play.
And they're going for it. It will be 4th and long.
So now it's 4th and 15.
But it might be game on the line.
You're giving the ball on the other side of the 50.
This is a huge play right now. That third down play by the Steelers offense.
And this is a huge play.
Was a huge play for them, but now roles reverse. It's a huge play for the Eagles defense to rise to the occasion. They've been playing a fabulous game all game. So I don't expect anything less.
Philadelphia to almost
of them just stick to the game plan.
Almost under 5 minutes.
We know that the Steelers offense has not been able to really push the ball in the passing game. You had the young girl right here has been making plays, but other than that, not a lot of people have been making plays here on the Steelers offense outside of the girl here and Shay right here at quarterback.
The refs are discussing something.
So they got a unsportsmanlike conduct.
Will cause a turnover in Philadelphia.
I believe that came from the coach. You cannot do that as a head coach of a team. You have to.
A crucial penalty.
You got to keep your composure. You got to keep your composure.
In the foot right there, and they.
That's not a smart move by. Come on now.
Declare anything really over.
But that's just now. With the unsportsmanlike conduct penalty, y'all. Check this out. Check this out. Follow me real quick. Now with the unsportsmanlike conduct penalty, which was a bonehead play by the head coach, first and foremost, there is a turnover on downs. So now the Steelers don't even get the opportunity for their offense to try to convert the fourth down to keep the drive alive and try to take the lead. Now it's a turnover on downs. The Eagles offense is coming back out onto the field with 4 minutes and 21 seconds left. In the second half with a running clock. That's not a smart thing to do. Coaches, they're the leaders. We as players follow our coach. They set the standard and the culture and the guidelines, but that wasn't a smart play by the head coach. Obviously, we see the Steelers. The Steelers team has been getting a lot of penalties here in the Big 33 championship girls flag football game. today, but you can't do that because if a player did that, we know how that will end up. They will probably get chewed out on the sideline. The coaches will probably be frustrated with you, but as a head coach, you cannot do that. So now we got 12-7, 4 minutes and 15 seconds left. The only thing that the Eagles offense has to do is be smart. Do not turn the ball over. Keep the ball on the ground. Run this clock out.
Towards the
there
right.
we go.
She takes it towards
got a 3-4 yard gain. That's smart decision making.
The clock continues to burn.
You don't got to put the ball in the air.
It's a nice pickup by the Eagles. They're 2nd and goal.
Even though it's a running clock, be smart. It's easier to be smart with the football and not turn the football over when you're running the football or handoffs than trying to put the football in the air and take a risk of it getting picked off. It could be a pick six. It could be a big momentum change.
Running a lot of this clock.
But they're being smart.
Taking their time.
Not the clock.
Need to rush with a lead here late in this
Force the Steelers to use timeouts. That's the whole objective right now.
Stop.
Force the Steelers to use timeouts. Run it again. Come on now. Y'all gotta get that handoff.
A dead ball.
You gotta get that handoff.
So Philadelphia now has it 3rd and goal. It's Pittsburgh catching a bit of a break there. Now decision time for Philadelphia. 4 down territory as a turnover.
Put the ball back on the ground.
Still cause Pittsburgh to go the
you got two plays. Put the ball back on the ground. Just run the football. Smartest thing to do is just run the football.
Snap. Rolling
there we go. We're putting it in the air.
Pressure coming from Pittsburgh. Looks for a throw towards the end zone, and it's
she almost bagged that joint.
Receiver.
So I guess the Eagles offense try to see if they keep the Steelers defense honest.
In the backfield.
Got the quarterback out to the right. Got out the pocket, rolled to the right.
Roughing the passer called against Pittsburgh.
Saw her receiver by the pylon, the front pylon. Almost made a play.
Unless you go down 2 possessions.
And we got roughing and passer on the Steelers defense. Another penalty on the Steelers team. It's frustrating that they continue shooting themselves in the foot. Especially their defense has been playing a phenomenal game
with 2 timeouts
up until this point.
Keep it on the ground.
But now you get a new set of downs. You get 1st down. You got to just run 2-minute offense. Just run the clock out.
And
run the football. Be smart.
So
on this play, I believe that they're legitimately just going to run a QB draw. They got everybody up on the line to block, and they're just going to run a QB draw.
Yep. Snapping a direct quarterback
QB power. Yep.
And she's into the end zone for the touchdown. A flag on the play. Let's see the decision here as the clock continues to roll. Clock will stop at 1 minute, so 20 seconds left on the rolling clock.
So we still got 1 minute and 20 seconds left in the second half.
Block in the back called.
Penalty
the Eagles,
on the
no touchdown there.
Blocking a back call, so that score is nullified. Comes off the board, 12-7.
Timeout called by the Steelers right before the 1 minute.
And we have a timeout here. 1 minute and 6 seconds left.
Philadelphia knocking on the doorstep of a 2-possession lead with less than a minute to go.
It's a tough situation right now. You see everybody on the Eagles sideline jamming. Look at the girls having fun. Everybody is enjoying themselves and excited, just having fun. I love to see it. We love to see it here at the Main Thing Podcast.
They've done a great job of handling the pressure, standing in the pocket, making good throws when they need to, and also credit to the Philadelphia receivers. We heard so much about them and how good they are.
The Eagles just have to continue being smart.
About them and
run the clock, melt the clock. It's up on the Steelers. It's up to the Steelers now to stop them. It's 1st down. From the, what is that? That will be the 13-yard line.
Ball down the field to their playmakers. But
minute 6 seconds left. Just run the football. Be smart. You can put the ball in the air. Maybe one play, but majority of your plays need to be run plays here. Force the Steelers to burn a timeout. And if the Eagles put it in the end zone, it's all she wrote. Game over.
From a 2nd straight title.
Y'all got to reset the clock. It was a minute
Yeah,
6.
Discussion between the officials here.
Yeah, it's a minute 6. It went down to a minute 4, then it went to a minute 5. Pay attention.
The clock has turned out 109, so they added 4 seconds to the clock.
So they added, it's 109. See, well, I guess they called it early. I stand corrected
As
too.
they sit at the 13
Everybody was
yard
confused
line.
except for the one bull, the ref with the stripes. You know, I'm official with no stripes over here.
The receivers to her right.
There we
1 to her
go.
left,
Run,
direct
handoff, smart. There we go. Like I
Nice
said, just
tackle
run the football.
immediately.
Force the Steelers to use a timeout.
And that will take us to the end or to the 1 minute warning. Now the clock stops here on 3rd down and goal, so 11 yards to the end zone.
Get the
Derek, what do you
2-minute
do? You
warning.
try to just cut a little
Going
bit
into
in there and then go for
2
it on
minutes into
4th, or
the
take 2
not
shots
2
in
minutes.
the end zone?
2 minutes left in
Keep
the
it on the
second
ground,
quarter
take a
and
shot,
2
see.
minutes left
You bleed the
in
clock.
the fourth quarter. You
There's
get the
a call
2-minute
timeout.
warning, but here in girls flag football, you get the
You don't
1
wanna
minute
really
warning
do them any
in the
favors right
second
now,
half,
especially when a
y'all.
team's
So we got
defeated
1 minute left
themselves
in this
multiple times.
PSFCA
That's
Big
what the Steelers
33
have
girls
done. They
flag
beat
football
themselves
game, and
at
I'm
times.
expecting a run
Don't
right
give them a
now.
break.
Switch it, yup. Off balance.
Snap,
Go
handoff
back,
to the
yep.
left. As she looks to just pick up any yardage.
Now, if you
Maybe a
want,
gain of 2 before the stoppage. And
if you want,
4th down, the clock
I
continuing to run. So
will
Pittsburgh
run the
deciding
football,
not to
but
take a
if you want to
timeout here.
try to risk it right now, try to put it in
So there's under a minute
run a
to
play
go.
action. What is the Steelers coach doing? Why is he not calling timeout? He's let like 14,
Pittsburgh
15 seconds left run off the clock.
said at the beginning of the drive, and now the
What are we
Steelers finally take a
doing?
timeout. They let 14 seconds burn off the
What?
clock before taking that timeout. Maybe not able to make that
What is
decision
Bull doing?
immediately.
You
but
had 2
a bit of
timeouts
time
though.
waste here.
Like even if you,
Pittsburgh,
oh my gosh, this is a teaching moment, y'all. Clock management is something that a coach has to excel in. You cannot have bad clock management. We literally saw 40, 34 to 44 is 10, then plus they've said 14 seconds, 48 seconds. So you let 14 seconds run out and putting your team behind the 8 ball. You have to understand clock management. You have to understand situational football, especially as a coach. Yes, a lot of girls and a lot of football players, we understand. Yes, a lot of us football players understand clock management and situational football, but especially as a head coach, that's something that you have to thrive in. Again, you wasted 14 seconds. You had 2 timeouts here. Dude, it was legitimately I think it's 3rd down. I think again that they messed it up in the corner with the 4th down. I believe it's 3rd down. But with 3rd down, you stop them on 3rd down. You have 1 more timeout for 4th down. You use that timeout, stop the clock again. You stop them on 4th down. Now, okay, you're not going to have that much time left. You might have 37, 38 seconds left where you are currently right now, but you forgot to call the timeout. So now the Eagles, all they got to do again is run the football and keep this clock moving.
now finally takes their timeout, but
That was not
have
smart.
34 seconds left here in this game.
You have to know the situations.
So they need to stop.
And you're
Might have
only
stopped it,
down
would stop
5
the clock
points.
before Pittsburgh has the ball, and then they would need some magic to score. A touchdown
Even if
would win the
even
game
if
for
Pittsburgh's
Pittsburgh.
offense got the ball back with 34, 35, 36 seconds, that's still enough time to
touchdown
do a
would
few
put
plays,
Pittsburgh
at least 2
13
or
before
3
the
plays to
conversion,
try to
so
get a timeout, but
let's
you
see
wasted
if
all this
any
time.
magic can happen here at Chapman Field on the campus of Cumberland Valley High School, the host here today.
So here we go, 34
for
seconds
this
left.
Big 33 championship.
Motion. Got twins right.
The snap.
There we
And
go.
around toss. And a tackle in the
They ran that
backfield,
play
and Pittsburgh
earlier
gets their
in this
stand.
half. They ran that play
28
earlier in the
seconds on the
half.
clock for the
But
Steelers,
instead
and there's a
of
chance.
flipping the ball to the reverse,
Again,
the
I don't
reverse,
have Derek with
they
me,
threw the ball
which is the
in the
worst,
middle of the
but
field
I will give myself my own
on a curl
analysis
route.
here. Pittsburgh starts
They
with
were
the ball on about
the Eagles
the
coaches. I
17,
like that. You're
18
trying to
yard line,
see if
28
the
seconds to go down the
Pittsburgh
length of the
defense
field.
was disciplined and
No timeout, so
watching
there's going to have to
film.
be chunk plays. Quarterback Shea Brown.
So that was fourth down.
Smart
I
with when
stand
she
corrected. That
decides
was
to take
fourth
off
down.
because
But
not
still, you
getting
should
to the
have been
sideline
burnt that
might end the
timeout. So
game.
now you would have had more time. You could have
Philadelphia's
had
defense,
40-something
they
seconds.
have
You got
one more
28
stand
seconds.
in them. They send pressure
Here goes
immediately.
Shea. She
Shea
getting
Brown
outside.
rolling out, looking to get
You
cut
got to get out
outside.
of bounds.
Did she
You
step
got to get out of bounds.
before being tackled? No, she did not. The clock is
Oh
going to
my
continue rolling.
goodness, Shea.
Under 20 seconds to go.
You
Pittsburgh has
had to
to
get out
hurry
of
here.
bounds. And then that play, who
And
just
that
threw the
flip to the
football?
referee gets away.
The
And
clock is
more
still
clock,
running,
more
y'all.
precious time burning out. Under 10 to
Oh
go
my
here.
gosh.
This might be the last play of this game.
This might be the.
They only have 3 seconds. They get
You,
the snap
all you
off.
got to do is Hail
Brown
Mary. You got to
looking
throw it
for a
up.
deep throw. It's
There we
incomplete,
go.
and that will do
Game
it.
is
And
over, y'all.
Philadelphia goes back to
Game
back
is
as they
over.
win their
this
second straight
last minute,
championship.
It wasn't smart coaching by the head coach for
And the
not calling a
Steelers head
timeout
coach,
on
Chris
fourth down,
Kerr,
preserving
is livid.
14 to
They believe that Shea
16
Brown had stepped
seconds
out of bounds. The
on
ref
this clock, and
decided
then
she was
you
in.
have to
And with no
understand the
timeouts,
situation.
Pittsburgh not able to stop
Had to
the
be a
clock.
heads
They
up
get a
play.
off, but they
She's trying to make the
scrambled.
play. She's trying to pick
And
up positive
Philadelphia
yardage,
defense
but you got to
makes the
know
stand.
you got one
They
timeout
win it
and you got to
12
get out of
7
bounds
in a
to stop the
defensive
clock.
battle.
Oh
And
no!
the Eagles will come out on top for the second year in a row here
So
at
y'all,
Cumberland
we
Valley.
got the Eagles versus the Steelers. The Eagles being victorious in this PSFCA Big
exciting
33
win
girls
for
flag football game.
Philadelphia.
This dope game. We had the Eagles 12-7 over the Steelers. Amazing game
As the
by both
celebration
teams, both coaching staffs.
starts here on the field.
This was dope. This was definitely a dope game. So now, obviously, as we know,
as they defeat the
their
Steelers in the battle for
this being the
Pennsylvania.
championship game.
One of the biggest rivalries in the NFL came to life here today on this field, on Chapman Field here at Cumberland Valley High School, as Philadelphia takes this by a score of 12-7. We're not done just yet, so don't go away because Derek Moore is going to have an interview for us once he's able to get a conversation
All the
with
girls,
someone here on the
congratulations.
Philadelphia
Shout
team.
out to the girls playing their hearts out, having fun, being competitive. That
As a win
competitive
here for the
spirit
Eagles,
is something
as we are the
that
champions,
is
reigns
amazing to
down
see.
here.
Oh, y'all hear that in the background? Queen. We are champions.
We got a couple
of the
interviews lined up here,
world.
so please stick around because we still have more content.
So we
to
still
bring
got
you.
the
With
as
my
the
great
commentators
friend Derek
mentioned,
Moore
we
down
still
the
have
field.
the trophy ceremony here with the Philadelphia Eagles girls flag football champions. We got the trophy right here, y'all.
Championship trophy
About to
being
be presented
at
to the
midfield.
Eagles girls champion flag football
And a
team, back-to-back
fantastic day
champions
of
here in the
flag football
PSFCA
all
Big
around
33
between
girls
the
flag
Commanders,
football
Ravens, the Steelers,
championships.
and now the
Shout
champion
out to
Philadelphia
the Eagles for defending their title,
The trophy presented to
doing
Coach
what
Tim
they needed to
Quinn.
do, coming back hungry. That's love. The team had one goal. They won last season. They said, look, we're going to have to go back and repeat again. Everybody was focused, as you saw in this
A great
game.
moment for this
Everybody was
Philadelphia
disciplined.
team.
The coaches, the players. Shout out to everybody involved. That's dope.
And some key plays made by this Philadelphia
Here we go.
team.
Now you're going to
Caitlin
get your
Peace
photo ops.
with a touchdown.
Feel me? So you can
and
put it on a
to win the
TikToks
game at the end
and the grams.
was Sam Knight.
You feel
Who
me?
made a
The X's,
fantastic
Twitters,
diving catch to her left after
the
quarterback
Facebooks. If you got
Maya
Facebook,
Johnson
man, whatever
had
you,
to roll out
however you
because
do
of
your
pressure.
social
She
medias.
delivers a
Here we go.
throw
Beautiful
across
photo
her
ops
body, across her
for
body.
your 2025
And Philadelphia
PSFCA Big 33 Girls Flag
reigns
Football
supreme.
Championship. The Philadelphia Eagles team. Shout out. Y'all know what's going on. It's a new wave incoming. Everybody better be ready for it because this the girls flag football will be taking everybody by storm. Again, we support it. We love it. And we're excited for the future for girls flag football everywhere. Now he know he feel this, bro. He know he feel this. It's a breeze out there. But let me stop playing. Shout out again to the girls flag football, the Eagles championship team here. But look, before I get out of here, I wanted to thank all of our season supporters and our new supporters for continuing to support our brand, our channel, and our family. We see the support, it does not go unnoticed, and we thank y'all for all the support and love that y'all continue to show us. But again, remember to make sure that y'all like the videos and the content, continue to flood those comment sections, share and subscribe to the community and the content. And last but not least, you can't forget to do this. Look, all right, don't forget to turn on the notification bells so you don't miss when we drop this pressure on y'all. All right. But again, hey, let us know down in the comment sections what your favorite play was from today's championship game, what your favorite moments were from the championship game, and then also if you have some suggestions on different teams, different high schools, and flag football in general, but definitely girls flag football games that you want us to react to, let us know down in the comment sections, and we will definitely get on that and make that dream a reality. But if you don't know, I go by Mr. Owens, and this is the Main Thing Podcast presents, where we keep the main thing the main thing. From action pack to jam pack. When it comes to girls flag football, just know the Main Thing Podcast presents Got Your Back. It's been a pleasure, y'all, and I hope that this video serves a purpose for everyone and brings some joy to y'all, and that you all have a great remaining rest of the week and dominate this week. But look, I gotta go now. It's been a pleasure, all right?